One thing I absolutely hate is the fact that people are so confusing and they're so hard to figure out, and it pisses me off. So I thought I'd make a video about it. So one thing that really annoys me about people is they expect you to be a mind reader. What do I mean? Okay. Let's say that I go shopping. So I go to a shop, and before I go shopping, I say to my mum, like, I'm going to get you some chocolates. Oh, and I'll get Dad some chocolates too. And he'll say, no, I don't need any chocolates. No. But what he's actually probably thinking is, well, I've just said that I don't want any chocolates, but actually, if you get chocolates for your mum and you don't get any for me, I'm actually going to be offended. Because it makes me think that you don't care about me. You care more about her than you do about me, because you've just gotten her chocolates and you've not got me chocolates. Well, then why didn't you say that? Or he'll say, oh, no, I don't want anything. But he actually does. I'm pretty sure he actually does want something, but he just says he doesn't. People say one thing, but they actually mean the other. The other thing that pisses me off is you'll buy something. Let's say it's Mother's Day, which Mother's Day is actually coming up in a couple of days. Mother's Day, right? You buy something for Mother's Day. So I got my mum a bunch of flowers, which were most of them were ridiculously expensive, chocolates, and a card. So I decided to buy all these things. Now the flowers most of them were £12 to £18, which I think is ridiculous because the flowers are going to die very quickly. Actually, the flowers are going to rapidly wither and fucking die. So, you know, you're paying a shit ton of money for something that's barely going to last any time at all. They look pretty for the first day or two, and then they just die. Half of the flowers are dead anyway. They've literally got dead flowers on display for £10. I'm not paying £10 for healthy flowers, let alone dead ones. What the fuck are you doing? Putting dead roses in the flower section. I'm not paying £10 for dead rose. So I paid some money for it, about £4. I'm not a cheapskate, by the way. I don't want to look like a fucking cheapskate, but I just think that's a stupid amount of money to spend on something that, if it's something tangible, something that's going to last, something that's long-lasting, then yes, happily, but no, I'm not going to spend that much money. Anyway, moving on. I get the flowers, I get the chocolates, I get the card. People always say this bullshit. Oh, well, it's the thought that counts. I don't care how much it costs, because it's the thought that counts. Well, it isn't the thought that counts. Do you know how I know this? Mother's Day comes up. The day before Mother's Day, I give my mum the flowers, because they need to be put in water or they're going to die, right? Pretty simple. So I give her the flowers. And usually she'll say, oh my God, you left the price tag on them. But you've just said you don't care about the price. You said you don't, it's the thought that counts. So you've just contradicted everything you just said. It's actually complete fucking bullshit. Actually, it isn't the thought that counts, it's the money that counts. You've just shown that with what you've just said. So actually, the thing that people say is not it's the thought that counts. It's a bunch of fake, nice bullshit. It's like somebody's like, that's the illusion. That's the real. You know, it's a lie. It's fake. People say it's not the money. It's the value. It's the thought that counts. But it's bullshit. Right. There's other things that people say. So, for example, one thing that gets me is you'll be talking to someone. Right? Let's say you see one of your friends, or maybe a work colleague, your boss, or a waiter at a restaurant. It could be anybody. and they say, "How are you?" You are expected to lie, okay? You're supposed to say, "Oh yeah, fine. Oh, great, thanks." When actually, yesterday, your house set on fire, somebody broke into your house and stabbed your puppy, and you're £5,000 in debt. But and you've also got pancreatic cancer. But you have to lie and say, "Yes, actually, I'm completely fine." And if you say, "Oh God, I'm terrible, actually. Oh God, I'm awful," that's apparently not the right thing to do. But you've just asked me the question. So you're supposed to lie. That's the other thing that gets me. Job interviews. You have to lie in job interviews. So let's say a job, right? You go to the interview, and you have to be fake. You have to lie, basically. So let's say, right then, Mr. Eduardo, what is your greatest weakness? Look at my greatest weakness is that I love this company so much. I love the company so much that I can't sleep at night because of how much I love the company. I can't stop thinking about the company. My biggest weakness is how hard I work for the company. My weakness is how much I am devoted to the company. You're supposed to lie, give some bullshit. You're not actually supposed to actually tell them your real greatest weakness. Oh, well, actually, I don't really work well with other people, or I have anger issues, or I'm lazy. You're not supposed to tell the truth. You're supposed to give some wishy-washy shit that's actually completely fake and bullshit. You know, so like, basically, going to a job interview, in my opinion, is just a bunch of ass-kissing bullshit. We just lie. In fact, most of human interaction seems to be lying. Saying that you're fine, or here's another thing. "Hey, darling, do you think I'm fat?" You're supposed to say, "No." You're supposed to say no. Let's say a stranger comes up to you in the street and asks you if they're fat. You're supposed to say no. When in actuality, what you're probably thinking is, you could stand to lose about 20 stone. You're morbidly obese. You're probably going to die any second. Yeah, you're a little bit too fat, love. You need to fucking lose some weight. But you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to lie. But then even if you do lie, they're probably going to think that you're just telling them a bunch of bullshit. But that's actually what they want. They want you to tell them bullshit. They want you to lie. They don't want you to tell the truth. It's the same with any question. Am I ugly? Does this dress look good on me? Or anything. Do you like my hair? Do you like my mustache? You have to lie. You're supposed to lie. And if you don't lie, you're seen as some kind of asshole. Well, you just asked me the question, so what do you expect? You want me to lie to you. That's what you want. And that's the thing I don't like about human interaction, is it's such a mind fuck, such a confusing thing. You know what I mean? It's so confusing. Everything is a complete minefield. And that's what I find hard about having Asperger's, is I have to control what I say and just lie all the time, basically, which is difficult. There's other things. Let's say that I come downstairs in the morning and my mum says, "Hey Shane, my little darling, would you like to wash the dishes?" No, actually, I wouldn't. Oh, well, I'm not actually asking you if you want to wash the dishes. I'm just asking you to wash the dishes. But then why didn't you just ask me to wash the dishes? If you're asking me, do you want to wash the dishes? Well, I'm going to say no, because I don't want to. I don't think anybody wants to wash dishes. But, you know. And then also, there's other things like, if my mum turns around and says, "Shane, will you wash the dishes?" No. Well, I'm an asshole. But you've just given me a question, and the question has two choices. And I just picked one of those choices. But you actually just want me to pick the choice that you want me to pick.